This Adopt Me pet would take you 76 years to go and obtain. And I'm not even lying. This is the brand new pet called the Frostbite Cup. It's a brand new legendary coming in at a 0.01% chance to obtain from a lure. Now, how in the world does this mean 76 years? Well, each lure takes you 4 hours long. And if it's going times 4 hours by the odds of being 0.01%, also known as 1 in 10,000. Every single 10,000 lures, you might be able to go and get this pet. That goes and gives you a total of 40,000 hours, okay? Now, that might not sound too crazy, but still, that's 40,000 hours. Now, let's go and convert that into days. So if to go and do that, we divide it by 24, because there's 24 hours in a day. 1,666 days. Okay, realistically, doesn't sound too bad. Alright, 1,666 days for one singular pet. It will probably be gone from the game by that point, realistically. But if we want to go and get a Mega Neon of it, it would take us 70 years. So let's calculate how that even works. We then divide that by 365, which will go and tell us the amount of years. So it would take you 4.5 years to obtain one pet. That's right, this little bear right here will take you playing Adopt Me non-stop without sleeping, placing a lure down every single second. Let's factor in the fact that you're a normal human and you sleep, okay? So we'll times it by 2 because, you know, there's what? You sleep for some time. You can't be playing Adopt Me every single hour of the day. Realistically, it would take you this long because you guys are not waking up every 4 hours in the middle of the night to go and place your lure down and hope that you go and get a pet. I mean, I try and place multiple down a day, but realistically, I can only place down 2 or 3 every single day since they take such a significant amount of time. Place it, and it'll say, look, 4 hours. Like, I'm gonna have to come back in 4 hours. I'll probably forget. It'll be like 5 hours, and then I'll only end up getting 2 lures placed down for the day. So let's go and claim both of these. We got bugs on both of them. Nothing spectacular. So this is the odds, basically. Well, if you were to not sleep, it would take you 4.5 years. If you were to sleep, it would take you 9 years to go and get one pet. Now, imagine that you want to go and make a neon. Well, times it by 4. That's to go and get one neon of this bear would take you 36 years for a neon. Now imagine that you want to go and get a Mega Neon of this pet. A Mega Neon. Okay, so we'll times it by 4 again. 146 years. You guys could do the maths as well. If you were to go and divide it by 2, it would be at least 76 years. But if you were to actually sleep, 146 years to get this. Now that is assuming that every 10,000 you're guaranteed the pet, when statistically you are not. Now, there is a chance that the first ever lure that you open could include the Ice Bear, since that's just how statistics work. You could get this pet on your first, second, third, or 5th try, or you could get it on your 12,000th try. There is no guarantee of going and obtaining this pet. Now, there is also a chance that you might have 2 lures, or you might have multiple accounts, which pretty good. Look, I've got 2 lures, so let's just go and divide that by 2. Look, it'll only take me 73 years. Say I have another alt account, we'll divide that by 2 again. Say I have 2 alt accounts, then it would take me 36 years. That sounds great. What if I have 4 alt accounts? Then it'll take me 18 years. The pet will be gone. So why am I making this video? Well, I want to show you guys how values actually work. If this pet was statistically to take you that amount of years to go and obtain, it's going to be very valuable, and people are going to want to obtain it, which is the exact reason why a blazing lion is one of the most valuable pets, but you could instantly go and get it. Now imagine that the Adopt Me update has, like, for example, 100,000 people playing the update when the new Ice Bear comes out. And if it's a 1 in 10,000 odds, 10 of the people that day are most likely going to obtain this Ice Bear instantly. If it's 1 in 10,000 and 100,000 people put a lure down, statistically 10 of them should be able to obtain this pet. So So what is the value of this pet going to be? Absolutely insane. If there's only 10 of them and there's 100,000 plus people that want this pet, they are going to overpay like crazy to obtain this pet, which realistically makes sense, right? You want to be the first person to get it. You want to be the first person to make a neon, because apparently there is a secret effect or something completely secret that happens when this pet turns neon. Adopt Me has kept this a secret, and I guess it's going to take us like 70 years to figure that out of what the neon looks like, as obtaining it is so difficult. The best way to get this is through trading. If you manage to find someone who was one of the lucky 1 in 10,000 people who obtained the pet, then you're going to have to trade them. And realistically, you're going to have to trade them a ton. Like, a ton of stuff for it to be the same value of something that is this rare. So, there you go. That is an explanation of how difficult it is to get this pet inside of the game. I hope this gives you a bit of a better understanding. As for the value of the Blazing Lion, well, that pet is the exact same odds of 0.01%, also known as 1 in 10,000, which is insane. That is literally the odds of this thing. And we already know that this is leaving the game, okay? So whatever has been caught will be the maximum amount that will ever be obtainable. Say, for example, that there's 2,000 of this Blazing Lion that exists. Statistically, we do not know the numbers. I guess someone could try and calculate that for us in the comment section. I mean, someone, feel free to go and do that. But then this pet is only going to have that amount. There's no new way to obtain it. You won't be able to lure it in as the campfire cookie's gone, meaning that this pet's going to increase even more in value, which is kind of crazy to think. I mean, this is already an extremely difficult pet to obtain, and now that it's leaving the game, it's gonna be even harder to go and get. Also, this isn't the regular colors. I tried to dye it blue to show you what like an ice dimension version of this would look like, when obviously it would not look like this, because we're going and getting the ice bear instead. A bunch of people were hoping that the ice bear would be easy to obtain, and I'm sure a bunch of you guys are probably gonna comment on this video and be like, no one's gonna spend 70 years to get this pet. Now, the reason they've done this is to build up hype. The second someone goes and gets this pet, they will be so happy. The second you get this, people will make videos on this pet. People will go insane over the value of this pet. It will be so difficult to get that it adds interest and excitement to the game. Now, imagine that this bear was free. No one's gonna want it, right? Because it's free. I mean, look at the minion chick, for example. Literally, no one likes this pet because every single player got it for free. Like, it's pointless, it's ugly, everyone despises this pet because it was free. Let's say, for example, that the minion chick was replaced with the bear, everyone would then hate the bear. And if the minion chick was 1 in 10,000, everyone would go crazy for the minion chick. You understand? People go and like pets based on how rare it is to go and obtain. So if it was hard to get this minion chick, people would absolutely love it, which is kind of an interesting thought. So you can let me know in the comment section what your thoughts are, and if you were ever able to go and get a Blazing Lion. I mean, if 10,000 people watch this video, statistically at least one of them should have been able to lure in a Blazing Lion. In fact, one of my friends, Kaz, recently was able to lure in a Blazing Lion, which is a 1 in 10,000 odds, and it was very impressive that they got it just before it leaves the game, which is kind of crazy to think that this pet is leaving the game and they were just able to get one. Well, in fact, a couple of you guys might be able to obtain this pet just before it leaves the game. Act quick and place your lures down, because the campfire cookie is leaving the game. If you enjoyed this video, click the button on the screen to go and see 20 minutes of the best Adopt Me trades of 2025. I think you're going to absolutely love to watch this video next, and YouTube says you will as well. So press the button on the screen right now to go and watch this video right now.